I failed to unmute us all. So none of you heard those announcements. So
Cool.
awesome. So quick recap. There's a D&D Beyond integration. So you that is new this week. Also, I set up a Twitter account, so we will announce on there if um, there's a week that we miss. So that is what I just dropped in the channel. And come and join the Discord. I think that was pretty much it. So why don't we get a recap going? Guess who? Ken,
All
how
right.
would you like to recap last week's session?
I would love to, because I specifically made sure to ask uh, for reminders before this game, so it worked out really well. Also, I have notes,
Nice.
so that worked too. Okay, so let's see. We went to the barracks to talk to one of my contacts from my time bounty hunting, and he told us that there's something to do with poison trade, which led to my a character from my backstory, Toxin Tally, who's a tabaxi who was down in the dungeons, I guess, basically, where I put her. Then there was a lot of good stuff about my backstory that may have been surprising to me as well as everyone else. Let's see. She didn't really talk though. She mostly kept her mouth shut. Savan had some discussions with her that none of us know about. Let's see. We left there. We went to one of the temples, and we learned about a woman who we saw way back before we were streaming in a library. She's a halfling woman, and she has access to explosives, so we expect that she may or may not have something to do with the terrorist attacks. What did I miss?
Um, we went to when we went to Natha's temple, some dude came up to me and was like, "Are you her?" and tried to grab my horns.
Oh, right. There was the whole thing about you riding Godric's back.
You have horse?
No.
Yeah, so some guy saw a vision of her riding a griffin, which is the symbol of Godric's god. And that was interesting.
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 Doesn't work as well when I do it. I'm working on it, okay?
Yeah, so King Toad Sipaklu's is not up yet. We're working on it. Hasn't gotten there yet. The
My
videos that
fault.
you found, yes, they are. The videos are in progress. I'm working on getting those up on YouTube. I have 7 of the 10 up, including the wave files from before we started streaming, including some of those wave files. So I think I have 3 more audio files to upload. Those take the longest because of the way I'm doing it. So anyway, yes, I will probably be announcing that next week when they're more completely ready to go. But yes, so right, so the 4 of you have just left the Natha's Temple, also known as the Wings of Freedom. And it is about mid-afternoon, like 3 o'clock in the afternoon or so, 2, 3 o'clock. And you were able to obtain. We were discussing this right before the stream. You were able to obtain the name and location of the alchemist that Bernice works for, as well as her home address. Her home address would be closer. However, I mean, if the alchemist has normal working hours, presumably, she would be there. So, what would you like to do?
Okay. Well, I think we should pursue this Bernice woman. Probably be working about this time of day, but we could check her house at least. Prefer not to get our boss involved if he is unaware of what's going on.
It's probably not a bad plan.
So do I still have disguise self up? I don't remember.
You chose not to. You chose not to recast it when you were going to the temple, as I recall.
And then I decided that that was bullshit and then cast it again.
Okay.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure.
Okay.
But I don't know, like, how much time has passed.
No, it wouldn't have been an hour since then. It's been probably half an
Okay.
hour.
Okay, because I have no first level spells left. Cool.
All right, so you're heading to her residence.
How far is that?
It would. Well, let's go to the map. So, right. I'm just gonna make sure that this still works like I think it should. Yeah. Okay. So the okay, so you are in the you are by the temple, which would be right, it would be in District 5. It would be right around here or so. And her house would be in the same district nearby. This is mainly a residential district, although there are some things like temples and the bookworm library that you went to would be there. Some less merchant oriented and more like quality of life type establishments would be in this district. The alchemist shop would be over across the river in. Can't click on it on the stream, that won't work. Over in the District 4, which is a more merchant oriented district. Did I answer your question? It was a long-winded explanation.
Yes.
So yeah, it's about a 15-minute walk from where you are.
Okay. So, I do not know how kindly she would take to seeing me.
Well, I mean, she saw most of us there. We were all in
Well,
that meeting.
yes, but... And I just kind of...
He can't see your eyes, that's not gonna work.
True.
Checkmate.
Can he feel my gaze?
Well, yeah.
I'll tell you
kinda
what.
makes
I'll tell
sense.
you what. Roll an intimidation check.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
We'll see how well you can communicate without words.
Alright, let's see. First roll of the night, guys. Which one will it be?
Plus, I want to hear that Yeah, I want to hear that
This
dice
one.
hit the porcelain
Alright,
or
let's
metal,
see,
whatever it
let's
is.
see. Intimidation +0. So we got
Ooh,
12.
wow.
Oh.
Whew. It sounds bad. It sounds like something's breaking.
I guess because it's just right next to the microphone, but
Yeah.
it's
Okay.
fine.
All good.
Oh, I have an idea.
Yeah, so I don't think you get anything from that. I mean, you can draw whatever conclusion you like from her words, but
Yeah, I just wouldn't be scared of her. Pretty much.
I was
yes,
trying to scare you.
the glare did not translate through the shadows of her cloak.
Okay. First of all, that's better. Not so ear shattering.
Yeah.
I have a box.
All right.
So I think particularly this accent. Particularly she would not take kindly to seeing me. In particular for specific reasons.
Understandable. So would you like to hang back or go on your way? Your own thing? Suppose if you stay close, that might be best, just in case we have no luck there.
Yes. What time of day is it?
About 3:00 in the afternoon.
I hesitate because I'm mostly tapped out. So if I finish myself, then I will not be able to do much else today.
All right, Godric, roll me an insight check with
Thank you.
advantage.
Still gonna be less than 10.
Probably.
There's something
Oh, shit.
There's something weird going on here. There's clearly some underlying subtext that is not being spoken out loud.
I'm going to try to ignore it
Okay.
for right now. I'm just gonna try to I won't say nothing.
Okay.
Well, if y'all are really tapped out, then maybe it'd be best to stay close rather than going out on your own with what's going on around here.
Well, I meant I could accompany you, but like, I don't know what to do here.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
What I am asking is, what else do you think we will be doing today?
Well, best case scenario, finding those children.
True. Okay, I will not accompany you then, I suppose. But I'll stay close.
I mean, if you just stay like 50 paces back, keep an eye on us, and just sort of ghost us, you should be okay.
Right.
All right, let's go.
Okay.
All right. So, you all. I'm not going to use that phrase. You all head to.
Making my way downtown.
I can't win. I should
You're
just
lucky
go.
I don't have my piano set up, or I would just run to it and start playing it.
For those on the stream, we were just discussing earlier. I was mentioning because I was listening to some of the old recordings. I talk about them making their way various places all the time, like constantly for some reason.
And it always takes so much self-control not to burst into song, but
Yeah.
today I decided, screw it, I'm doing it.
So you all head to Bernice's address, the address that you were given. On your way there, Cole, you feel some movement in your backpack, and Peck pokes his head out. It seems like he was kind of sleeping off the stress of whatever whatever he went through in the caves, and just kind of took a nice long leisurely nap. There he is. In your pack, and he's now pulling himself out and kind of stretching, kind of looking around.
Well, feeling a little better now.
You get an image in your head of Peck, but with like really buff looking muscles.
That's the spirit.
Are his pecs buff?
Yes, Peck's pecs
Disadvantage
are
on everything.
Good.
all right. So you arrive. Bernice's place would be similar to Sepaklu's. It's kind of a small apartment building. I think you would have to go inside and kind of up some stairs to find her apartment door. But you knock and there's no answer.
See any lights on? I don't know if they would have lights in this.
Candles. Do they have any candles on?
Probably. There are no candles on that you can see.
Okay.
Can we knock again?
No, you can't knock
No.
a second time.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I'll just be quiet.
No, go ahead.
Roll for strength.
Everyone make a
I read
dexterity
about
saving throw.
someone. Was it on the server that I read about someone who had their players always roll for strength when they knocked, and if they rolled a 20, they like punched the door?
What's that, Max?
Why would you have them
Oh.
roll for strength to knock?
I thought you said I and then stopped. I was like,
I'll roll for strength. No, that's so weird.
Yeah, it was either on the server or like on Tumblr or something. I read it somewhere.
yeah, that sounds familiar to me too. I think it was Zaboam's horror story group.
Gotcha.
It wasn't very
A
good.
very feeble.
So yeah,
Your knuckles kind of hurt from rapping on the door.
yeah, you knock a second time, no response.
Well, figure she'll be at work right about now then.
Are there people around?
Yeah, there are a few people on the street, just walking to and from various places.
Are we in the apartment building right now?
Yeah, you kind of went up some stairs and you're right at an apartment door.
Okay. So it's like visible from the street.
Was a couple of doors away from the outside of the building, so no, it's not super visible from the street.
Right, but the door into the apartment is on the outside of the interior.
The outside of the interior. It's not visible from the street, so it's
Do you like walk into the building into a hallway to get to the front door of the apartment, or is the front door of the apartment outside?
no, the front door of the apartment is in open air.
Okay,
Yeah, sorry.
that's where you're getting at.
I guess that would make it more of a townhouse or a condo. I don't know, whatever.
I don't know.
Anyone have?
Goddamn property law.
Can I try the doorknob?
Sure. It is. It appears to be locked.
So, are we going at this as innocent until proven guilty? Or are we getting into this apartment right now and hoping there's something in here that helps us find those children?
I'd rather have a chat first. Because it's better to get information that way rather than immediately starting out hostile. Or more hostile than we already are.
Sivan was like reaching into her bag and she just very slowly withdraws her hand.
For me, Gar suspected somebody of like hiding something. Is there like a warrant system here, or would they just break in and start looking?
You're asking what the legal system is like in Seferia?
I'm asking what would be considered lawful. Like, is there a system to search somebody's house, or is it literally like if the guards think, like, if there's an option to get warrants? Again, don't want to be too technical, but like, if that's a thing, then I'd think to get it. But if guards could just do it, I'd be like, well,
We've
been empowered.
So in my mind, it's not a formal system, but typically the guards have to have a reason in mind for going into somebody's house. It's not formalized, but they can't just wander in and go, "I'm a guard. I can be in your house if I want to be."
Would I think that the guards would have searched her apartment already if they were trying to, get info from her?
You know that they've interviewed her several times. You're not sure if they would have searched her apartment.
Okay. Shall we go to the alchemist then?
It's probably the next logical stop.
Sure.
You could, but get the feeling this wouldn't be a topic we want to talk about out in public.
That is true. What, do you want to wait until she comes home?
Could do that, or just be aware of that and don't really broach the subject while she. See if we can get her to meet us a little bit of ways.
Well, there's one of us that she doesn't know. And also I'll do a hand across my face thing, and then I'll just look like a random human using my my mask of many faces. Yeah. So at least two of us can approach her without worrying about anything. Godric is very charismatic.
I am.
And so insightful.
That's what I always say.
Oh, yeah.
Well, sounds like we have a tentative plan. We'll let you two lead, and I'll hang back with Savan a bit. Just keep an eye out for anyone watching us, I suppose.
Okay.
All right. So you head across town to the merchant district. And you go to the name of the alchemist that was given to you, by the way. Since I didn't have it at hand last time, is Ignazio Griboldo. Spelled just like it sounds.
Ah, yes, thank you.
There you go.
I was so off.
That's actually how I was thinking it was spelled.
Yeah, so you come to this, and it does, by the way, it takes probably about an hour to get across town from one end to the other, like you're doing here. But you come to this storefront, and literally you see printed you see a sign out front that says Ignazio Gribaldo's Ignazio Gribaldo's shop. Like, that's all it says. Yeah, and you walk in, I assume, and you see there is a counter there and various displays around the store. So who all is going in? Just Supaklu and Godric?
I think so.
And Supaklu...
I'd say
Go ahead.
before I walked in, I would have halted up the party like shortly, like outside or a little down the street or whatever. So I know what to expect or what we might have her be walking into. Why is it that you all can't show yourselves to her?
We made a bad first impression. We've met before.
So bad that you wouldn't risk a second?
Yes.
I just look at you expectantly. I just hold the silence.
I don't know if I'd call it bad so much as it'd be kind of awkward to catch each other in public.
How so?
So she was having some sort of meeting with some of her friends in the library, and it seemed clandestine. And we might have come on a little strong in going there and attending the clandestine meeting. So we sort of crashed her party, I guess.
But I want to give myself disadvantage only because Godric sees that as like, oh yeah, I've probably fucked that up for you guys a couple times. Trying to keep things under wraps.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
So 12.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, he seems honest. That sounds like something that, that this group would do.
Not lying so far.
Well, I suppose I understand the difficulties when you end up putting your foot in your mouth. All right. Come on, Soup. We should come up with a secret name for you. Okay, did she hear your name before?
I
No,
don't.
just mine.
Uh,
How about Ken?
That's a stupid name. Who would be named
I agree.
Ken?
How about, and I'll do the hand in front of my face thing, and I'll look basically almost like Godric, just a little bit younger, and I'll say, how about Roderick?
Mm. I'm gonna get a very like serious, like stern look on my face, like it's almost a little amused, and it drops just. How about you go back to your previous disguise and not mention that again?
How about Noel? And I'll do it again, and I'll look like Cole's brother.
I thought you were turning
No?
to something very different when you said Noel.
Yeah.
Oh. All right, and then I'll just do it again, and I'll be some random human.
Okay.
I roll my eyes at Supaku and just start marching for the door. I almost like
Oh, you just cut out. I didn't hear that.
I march up to the store and I throw the door open and just march inside, slamming it.
I'll follow behind.
Okay, so yeah, you come in and there are there are a bunch of display cases with various potions and there are a few seems to be enchanted items as well. But most of the items on display are in fact potions of some kind of various shapes, various colors and sizes. And sure enough, you see sitting at a counter, a halfling woman. Seems familiar to you, Sepaklu. And she's just kind of got her head propped on her arm and she's kind of looks bored out of her mind. But as you come in, she kind of, with effort, pulls her head up and crosses her arms and says, "Can I help you?"
Yes, I believe that.
You're cutting out again, Max.
What the hell?
It seems like your connection, because your video like stutters too.
Okay, interesting. Let me try to switch my Wi-Fi band. Yeah, hello, am I there?
Yes. Bye. Hello? Bye. Hello?
Hey.
Okay, can you guys hear me now?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So what did you say?
I said yes, I think you can. To her helping me.
She says, "How?"
I would like to ask you a few questions.
Go on. She's just kind of like impatiently motioning.
My friends and I have been chartered by Lord Erkarin to look into this disturbance in the city.
What?
If she starts to get angry or anything, I'll. Oh, okay, never mind. Go on.
Her eyes narrow at you. She says, "What disturbance are you referring to?"
I'll put up my hand. understand the political state of the city right now. I understand that you and your friends, your fellow adherents, have been having a lot of trouble with the city. I don't think it's your fault.
Do you want to buy a potion?
Well, yes, I would actually, but that's not really the reason I'm here currently.
Yeah, I would like potions too.
What questions can I answer for you about potions? Or
Do you have any
other
healing potion?
Or other magically enchanted items? Yes, we have basic healing potions, 50 gold, or we have a few stronger, but much more expensive.
Bernice, I've yet to even ask you a question yet. I think you're
Yes,
going to want to
I
hear me
know.
out if you want to end the harassment.
I'll have two, please. Basic healing potions.
Fine. She storms over to a display case and grabs 2 bottles.
As she's doing that, Godric, we need to play the game before we can get her to be nice to us.
I'm sorry, what was that? We need to do what or get her to be nice to us?
Play the game.
What game?
Go fish.
You're not there.
She's obviously been harassed about this stuff before, Godric. I think let's buy some potions first. If she kicks us out, we can't get potions.
I really don't care about the potions that much, I whisper.
Alright, well at least wait until she gives me mine.
Wait, was Godric trying to deceive her?
No, I do want potions. It's just not a primary concern.
I'm just kidding. She storms back over and holds out the 2 potions. 100 gold.
I will give her 100 gold, which might take some time.
1, 2,
2,
3.
3.
Okay. As you start to count out the gold, she says, "Any more questions about potions?"
I don't have any questions. I have several statements.
Good. Thank you. She just
You and your people have been having trouble getting harassed. I know that that's disturbing, that it's causing a lot of trouble and tension within the city. I would like to see that ended. But nothing's going to change so long as these children are gone.
make a persuasion check. Dang, son. Her face softens a little and she says, "I don't know anything about those kids. Don't know anything about the explosion. I'm not a terrorist. I have nothing to do with it. I don't know what else you want me to say."
Say, I
You
believe every word you just said. What I'm looking for is somebody who would know more.
what makes you think I would know somebody who would know more?
You have strong opinions, very strong, and those don't always tend to crop up on their own. When they do, they tend to attract people who think similarly. I'm thinking if you might have any friends who are similarly driven into
She gets up in your face a little bit. Look.
Isn't she a halfling? I'm 6'1".
Okay, she gets in your personal space a little bit. I mean,
Okay.
yeah, she's.
I don't know, maybe
She's
she
up
has
in
a
her belly.
step stool she like sets down first. I don't know.
No. She
A little step ladder, actually.
pops up on the counter. No, but I mean, she is clearly not afraid at all. She steps right up to you, and she's looking up, but look here, Griffin. Just because I'm not a part of the Church of the Almighty Benton doesn't mean that me and my friends are behind this. There's no reason. Look, you're playing into somebody's hands. It is not a follower of Welena that's doing this.
Maybe it's not. I don't think it is, but
And I'm not going to start giving you lists of my friends' names so that you can harass them too.
I'm not asking for a list of names. I'm wondering if there might be one name you're worried about. One name who you think might go a little too far. One name that you think could probably... If you insist that none of your friends could do something like this, I'll listen.
Yeah, she says, I don't know anyone that would do something like this.
Can I insight that?
Sure.
Can Supaklu insight that?
Go ahead, Sabaklu. She seems very earnest.
It's a 16 and 14 for chat.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. They can't see the rules when I'm on this overlay. Thank you. I'll have to think about how I might want to deal with that, but another time.
Very well, then. Not you or any of your friends. Well, we might be at a loss. Do you have any reason to suspect it is not a follower of Welena? Anybody else that the evidence might point to as you see it?
About this time, you see an older human man open a door kind of back behind the counter. This guy's got gray, almost white hair, just all over the place, that kind of flows down into a beard, which goes like all the way down to his knees. And he's walks very hunched over as he slowly hobbles out into the shop area, and he what's all the shouting about out here? What's going on, Bernice? And she says, it's nothing, Master. These two were just about to leave. And she turns to Supaklu. Have you finished counting out the gold yet?
78.
73, 74.
And the older man says, "Now, Bernice, we don't treat customers like this. We've talked about this. You've got to put on a good face."
Sorry, sir. It might be my fault that she's a bit heated. We did come here with ulterior motives.
What's that you say?
I said I might have riled her up.
Oh, not Bernice. She doesn't really get mad. I'm sure it's nothing.
We were wondering, sir, you do practice in alchemy, correct?
I do.
Would you happen to have any information about the recent use of explosives in the city, unauthorized use?
he he kind of looks back at Bernice and says, "This again. Will nobody leave you alone about that, dear?" And she just kind of throws her hands up like, and he says, "My Bernice."
I'll actually jump in. I want to jump in before he says anything else. I'm sorry, sir, but I don't believe Bernice was involved.
You cut out.
Yeah.
I'd tell him I'm asking you if you know anything about it. I've already cleared her.
He says, "No, I know nothing. I'm not even a follower of Welena. My service is to Fralin."
Be that as it may, anyone can draw. Not anyone can manufacture explosives.
He looks over to Sepaklu and he says, "Do you need some help counting there, Sonny?"
97, 98, 99, 100. Nope, I'm good, sir. Thank you very much.
I look over and there's like 11 even stacks. I'm like, there's no way that adds to 100.
And I think he says, now look, I've got all kinds of great potions. You two look like you're the adventuring type. Now step over here. And he starts to describe several potions that are on display there.
Can I insight him? This seems like a weird sales pitch.
Sure, go ahead.
I thought he was kicking us out. Okay, never mind. I fucking suck.
Guy's weird.
That's a 10, by the way.
Yes.
Can you tell us about your magic items, sir?
Magic items. Yes, certainly. He reaches behind the counter and pulls out. Thought I'd written down more magic items. Guess not. He says, "I have several interesting scrolls here with spells that you might be interested in. Okay, so stepping out of character here for a minute. I kind of want him to pull out a hat of disguise right now, because that would be like amazing for Sivan. But it's also a little cheesy, right? Like, I don't know. What do you guys think?
No, pull it out. Definitely pull it out.
I would love to not use all of my spells on disguise self all the time.
Exactly.
I would love for Sepaklu to... Alright, never mind. I think you should pull it out, though.
I would love for Godric to realize something if she grabs that.
Well, she's not even in the store, so it's really...
Yeah.
There's a lot of ways I could play this. I like the idea.
Yeah, so he pulls out this small, it looks like almost a skull cap, and he pulls it out and he says, "Now this is a very handy thing if you want to get into somewhere and not have somebody know who you are." And he he takes it to Sepaklu and he says, "Try this, Sonny. Put this on." You're muted, Ken.
I'll put it on.
Okay.
And then I'll say, now what?
Now concentrate on... And he points to Godric. concentrate on what looking like this guy.
Okay. So I'm gonna concentrate on looking like Godric, sure.
Okay.
And I'll focus really hard.
Okay. Suddenly, Godric, you're looking at your twin.
I'm Roderick.
I told you that wasn't funny.
I look around.
I hadn't
Is everyone else laughing?
The old man and Bernice both have a grin on their face. Make an insight check.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Yeah, Godric is seriously unhappy about this.
Oh yeah, I'm
Yeah.
furious.
I mean, we're laughing out of character, but in character, Godric is quite unhappy about this.
Okay, I will focus on being my human self again, I guess.
Okay, yeah, so you shift back. And yeah, the old guy just kind of...
Sir, there's no reason me or any of my companions would want a device of such disrepute as this. We have no reason to hide ourselves.
How much is it?
Hang on, Godric,
Yep.
make a deception check. Because you literally know that he is disguised and that two of your other party members don't want to show their faces.
You
Wait, so what am I rolling?
Deception.
deception.
Okay, yeah.
I mean,
I feel like it's more me deceiving myself because yeah.
You deceived
Well, you're
yourself.
doing
Good
a
job.
great job of it.
You 100% believe yourself.
oh,
You're
God,
really
that's
good at
hilarious.
denial.
Yes, I am. I'm really good at justifications for people I trust while I trust them.
Okay, carry on.
Yeah, shove it back the mana. We don't need gimmicks or games to deceive others.
Of course.
Honesty
of
is our
course.
greatest strength.
How much is the hat?
Supaklu.
Let me look up a price quick. He,
Oh.
Oh no.
Yeah.
yeah, he says, I can give you this one for 1,000 gold pieces.
Okay.
What a tease, Andrew. What a tease.
Welcome to the real world.
I think that's a little rich for us.
I cannot believe that a citizen would be willing to sell such a thing. Do you know the level of discord this could sow if used appropriately? As a matter of fact, this would be the perfect tool for entering a manor that you weren't supposed to, for approaching a nanny or some children and making them trust you.
He says, he says, I cannot be held responsible for what people do with the magic that I provide.
You will not be held responsible by our laws, but in the great beyond, your soul will suffer for it.
He kind of reaches back and takes it from Supaklu, and he says, okay, well, I have other items as well. Here, this one might speak more to you. Talking to Godric.
Is it a talking item? I hope so.
Not literally, Sonny. He reaches back behind the counter and pulls out a shield. and he he holds the shield up, and then he says, "Go ahead, take a swing at me, Sonny." Talking to you, Sepaklu.
I absolutely take a swing at him.
As before you do, he speaks up, and he says a word in some ancient language, and the shield lifts off of his arm and just floats in midair. Go ahead and make an attack roll, though.
Against the shield, not him, right?
Sure, if you want.
I mean,
He told you to hit him.
Okay, all right. Doing it. Great.
Okay. Yeah, so you go to swing your mace, and I think that you're surprised as the shield lifts off his arm and catches it, and he just gets him every time. But look, it floats in air, and now my hands are free. And he as he says that, he whips open his palm, and a bolt of fire just streaks past you and hits the floor. Huh?
I draw my sword.
Easy now, boy. Nobody's trying to hurt anyone. Just trying to demonstrate the capabilities of the equipment. You seem like you're a little tightly wound. You know what you need. And he
Yes, trinkets and toys. That's what I need.
Sell some drugs to the cop. Do it.
I have just the thing for you. He pulls down this it looks like a little beaker almost, and there's like this pink bubbling fluid in there, and he says, "I'll give you this for 100 gold. Slip this to some, pretty girl or guy if you like, and I bet you'll be much less tightly wound pretty soon after that."
I will pick it up like as daintily, like delicately as I can with like 2 fingers, and just set it on the nearest like shelf or counter.
Mm-hmm.
Sir, we've transacted business here already. I have some very serious. Your dodging your address is quite concerning.
You cut out again. You said you transacted business, and then you have some serious something?
Serious concerns, and you're dodging my questions. That is troubling to me.
He looks to Bernice and he says, "Well, we're not very good at this magic selling business, are we?" And she kind of folds her arm, and she says, "Still have work to do there, Master. But I think maybe it's time for the 2 of you to leave."
How about he leaves and you tell me how much those items are?
She looks to Godric.
I don't think you want to have anything more to do with these 2.
Perhaps. Perhaps not. Perhaps it's a good idea if you wait outside, Godric.
I think I'm quite.
Cut out again.
Quite what? What is he quite?
I think I'm quite fine where I am.
I'm sorry for him. We'll leave your store.
Okay. So you're just gonna
I'll
leave?
leave.
Okay.
Yeah.
You following him out, Kajik?
Yeah, I'll make sure he leaves and I'll walk out behind him.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, you two, Cole and Sivan, anything in particular you would be doing outside, down the block while you're waiting?
Just keeping an eye out, I guess.
People watching for each of our people of interest, and then maybe some of the ones who were at the meeting.
The people with faces?
Yes.
Yes, those.
Yes. Okay.
Preferably.
Yeah, nobody of particular interest happens by.
Kind of leans over. Well, based on past experience, I get the feeling that Godric's kind of gonna say a bit too much and then stand if anything is slightly outside of the law in there. If we don't get anything out of this, what do you think we'll do next?
I don't know. I'm at a loss, honestly.
Oh, and I guess we'll just see.
I guess.
Just kind of stand there.
Okay.
Same.
You get an image in your head, Cole, of Peck, but with his eyes like bugged out, and he's like looking around.
Is he secretly from like a cartoon character world?
Apparently.
That's awesome.
Cole just like, if Savon kind of glances over, she'll see him kind of like half laugh, half cough for a moment. Yeah. Thanks, Beck.
All right.
And I'll reach down into my bag and pull out a piece of jerky and just kind of give it to him.
Cool. You get another image of Peck with a little heart floating over his head.
Like an actual heart? Like a human heart?
Of course not.
Where did you get that?
It's like
Nero.
it's like the cartoon heart that's got like the little white shiny part. Yeah, definitely. All right, so maybe half an hour or so goes by, and Godric and Sepaklu rejoin you.
How did it go?
I bought some potions.
I think we might have a new lead.
Okay. Yeah?
I'm not sure.
He had who's capable of making explosives and disguising himself. We have means and opportunity. All we need is motive.
Could be circumstantial.
I'm not real
You can
sure if it's
convict on
that kind of
circumstantial.
alchemist.
Are we going to go after every alchemist in the city?
We can
By
limit it
that
to the
logic?
wands. We can limit to the.
Nope, you're breaking up again.
We could limit to the ones who dodge questions.
To be fair, you were coming on a little strong in there.
To be fair, he was dodging before I started laying into it.
He could also just be an old man.
Could be. I'm sorry, let's go with our other best lead.
Was that sarcasm? I think that was sarcasm.
No, I was being sincere.
Do I think that was sarcasm?
Roll an insight check.
Oh yeah! Give me that nat 20.
Yeah, I was being sarcastic.
Good
Perfect.
job. Way to make good use of that natural 20.
You would have had to.
So, were you able to get any information from Bernice?
Not really. We might have gotten somewhere, but then her boss came in. Yeah, I was hoping that I could do a little switcheroo and then get her to talk about her friends from the other night, but didn't have time.
You spent most of your time in there counting coins.
I also wanted to get potions. Cole, here, have a potion.
Not a bad idea.
Oh,
Do you have any potions?
Nope.
Okay. I gave one to Cole.
yay.
Sorry, Sivan.
It's fine. I have spells. Not at the moment, but I have spells.
Benton smite me.
Can we roll to see if Benton smites it?
Please.
What crawled up your ass?
The alchemist tried to sell him a love drug. I don't think he took it that well.
There were many things
I
in there I
wouldn't
did not take
either.
well.
Oh, there was also a hat that allows you to change your appearance, but it was 1,000 gold.
Oh, my
And
God.
really quite
Okay.
useless for our purposes.
Yes,
Right.
absolutely. But as Godric was saying, we should keep it in mind because it could allow people to infiltrate places or pretend to be people that they're not. So it's something we
Right.
really need to keep in mind.
And we would not want that getting into the wrong hands, right? So logically, we should take it off of his hands so that no one else can get it.
That actually makes a lot of sense.
I've
Of
thought
course
of
it
it, but
does.
I don't believe in confiscating individually held property, not without more than suspicion.
Then we buy
Well,
it
yeah.
for the greater good.
So I don't believe any of us has access to 1,000 gold pieces.
Nope.
Then we buy it in a month.
Perhaps. If I had it, then I'd make sure nobody could use it for evil. Good idea.
Right.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Great idea. Me.
You think
I hope you broke up again.
I can't wait till we drop 1,000 gold on this and Godric won't let it out of his sight.
That assumes that Godric's there when we buy it.
Well, presumably,
That-
even if he's not there when you buy it, like, you're not going to be able to use it in front of him without him knowing.
She has a hood.
Unless I'm always using it.
Sivan, about this
Yes.
time, you hear a voice in your head. Appears to be Alhorn's voice. And he says, Sivan, we need to talk. There are people in the city who have information that... Hey, what the... Oh shit. Sivan, help! And it stops.
We have to go right now. And I take off.
I follow.
All right,
Sure.
run after.
Okay. You're heading for the bar, I assume?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think I'm gonna go home, take a nice nap.
Just
Kind of low
clarifying.
on spell slots. We're just gonna take a good 8 hours. Come at this first in the morning.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So you sprint toward the Unpleasant Barrel, which we haven't really hadn't really given you the name of this tavern before, but that is
No.
the name of it. Yeah, and you go in and you're going in the tavern, I assume?
Yeah.
Okay. You step in, and it is clear that there has been a big bar fight here. Tables are overturned. Chairs are broken. Not a soul really is around, which is odd, except well, let me show you. That's not what I would click on. Come on. So, let me tell you a bit about what you're looking at here. So, there's some kind of stairs on that come down here, and so this whole area is kind of on a lower level. And this table is where you usually there's a bench around this table where Alhorn is sitting, and you can kind of see the whole bar from there, but you can't really see him from the entrance. You can kind of see through, and it looks like there might be a figure there, but you would have to go around to see.
I will do that.
Okay. Real quick, do you want to change the stream view back to the map?
Yes, that would help. Thank you.
And I also only see a black screen for me.
Oh, well, sucks to be you.
I see our thing. Ooh, nice transition there.
that?
So fancy.
Well, I'm not going to be able to change it there. Let's see. Let there be light. And what do you see, Saban?
What?
What do you see?
I said fancy.
I think she's watching the stream.
Okay, before that,
Yeah.
I thought you
No,
said-
I can see.
The
Okay.
transition of the woo.
Yeah.
I said it was fancy.
Okay. Yeah. So what do you want to do?
I want to run in and see who that figure is.
Okay. All right. So you all go over there, and it is indeed Alhorn. He appears to be kind of just slumped against the back and unconscious and beat up. I mean,
Ah, shit.
And it took you probably about 15-20 minutes to get down to there from where you were.
Yeah.
Medicine checks to make sure, or do we know he's alive? Or
Yeah, I want to check if.
yeah, I mean, you can see he's breathing.
really? Cat Pump will lay on hands on him to just 1 point to wake him up.
Sure, you can.
Not sure if magic healing wakes people up.
Yeah, and his eyes kind of flutter open, and he looks. What? Sivan.
What happened?
And just about that time, a figure steps into the doorway over here. Can you see that? Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
And says, somebody needs to learn to keep his mouth shut. That's what happened. And there's another figure that appears here.
And who are you?
A third appears here.
Great, love it.
And here. And someone stands up from behind this counter.
Good thing we have all these spells.
My grip
Yeah,
shifts
so
from
glad I
resting
have
on my pommel
2
onto the
second
desk.
levels left, and that's it.
And they look like they are brandishing weapons and getting ready to attack. So I say that we take
Great.
our break first, and then we'll come back and roll some initiative.
All right.
Awesome. I'm gonna go restart my router.
Cool.
Apparently.
All right, we will be
Not a bad
back
idea.
in a few minutes.
just got an HP Omen desktop, and it had a custom network booster that's supposed to like throttle background apps. I think it was killing my Discord connection. So yeah, I adjusted that.
All right.
Get throttled, Discord.
Well, let us roll some initiative.
Roll that initiative.
Get my box.
Yay. Starting off strong.
21.
Ow. Oh yeah.
She says with no spells.
Who needs
We
Yeah,
must
second
have
level's
spell.
right, though.
Drive me closer
two
so I can hit
second
them with
level.
my sword. That's a 40k meme.
So these guys appear to have some basic studded leather armor, and they each have a sword and a nasty looking dagger that they are wielding. And
I'm using what I rolled in real life, if that's okay. I just wanted to get myself in the initiative order.
yeah,
Also, this is proof that Roll20 really does hate me.
because you got one good initiative roll.
She rolled a 4 and
Yeah.
rolled 20 and a 21 in real life.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely not. That's definitely statistically significant right there.
I think, like, if we go back and look at it, it is, though. I think statistically I roll better physically.
You're the Will Wheaton
I think
of Roll20.
Oh god. I don't know. She's not that annoying.
Wow. All right. Well, moving right along.
Okay.
Kidding. Earlium, you're great.
Sepaklu,
Will Wheaton, not so much.
you are up as these thugs have stood up and appear to be about ready to charge.
Cool. I'm going to. Okay, so what's the deal with this little like divider here in between us and the front? Is there like a railing there?
Yeah, so there's like a half railing. You could get up there, but it would require. Actually, it would probably be like an acrobatics check because you're gonna have to like jump off of the table and and get over the railing. You could probably do athletics if you wanted.
Other way around. Can they jump across and get?
It would be the same deal. They'd have to make a check. Their check is going to be easier because they just have to like get over the railing basically.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna move like so.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm going to Eldritch Blast.
Which guy?
The one behind the counter here.
Okay.
In like this little octagon? How many sides are there? 6. Okay. Boom.
There are 5 sides. Well, I guess there's 6. Anyway, a 15 hits. So he takes 9 points of damage.
Yes.
Gotta record that on this screen. So many stinking windows. Alrighty. Catches him in the shoulder and he just kind of grins.
Oh, that's not good.
Alright, Sivan, you're up.
Okay. I am going to reach into my bag and I pull out a little statuette of the cutest dog in the world. And I throw it on the ground and I yell, "Sophie dog!" And I use my figurine of wondrous power.
Okay. pull this thing up. Hang on. There it is. Wait, where'd the picture go?
I don't know.
Seeing the- Wait, there it is.
Oh, she's so small and shaved.
So small and shaved.
She's a little chicken. Oh,
Um,
I miss her so much.
Can everyone on the stream see that, or are you just saying that and no one has any idea what we're talking
Everyone
about?
can see.
Okay,
Yes, they can all
Yes, they can
see
see
my
it.
beautiful pupper,
great.
as silly as she looks.
Alright, so mechanically, what does that do again?
So it summons a mastiff,
Hmm?
and I'm not entirely sure if I can command it on this turn or if I have to wait.
Let's see. I would say use an action to speak the command word and throw it. So yeah, you can give it a command. Wait a minute. Yeah, sure. We'll say it takes a bonus action to give it a command to do.
Okay, so I will throw it at this dude over here, and I'll just say, "Get him, girl!" And
That was this guy here, right?
so that's, yeah.
Okay.
So it's a bite attack, +3 to hit. Roll you. 21.
Dang. Girl's got some game.
Yeah, when Roll20 isn't sabotaging me. 1d6 plus 1. 5 damage. Oh, and it has to make a strength saving throw.
Sorry, I'm fighting with Roll20. Give me a second here.
Okay.
What is your problem?
Well, you see, when I was a child.
My
Yes,
father
let's
was a
continue
drinker
this.
and defeat.
Okay, I give up. Okay, so he takes it was 5 points of damage.
5 points of piercing damage, I think, and he has to make a strength saving throw.
Okay.
Oh, it says if the target is a creature. Are people creatures?
Oh yes.
Okay.
Only if they have faces.
Alright, and
Does this guy have a face?
yes.
Okay, then yeah, he has to make a strength
no witty
saving.
retort. Yes, he has a face.
He saves.
I got a
Okay.
16.
All right, that is my turn.
Alright. So yeah.
No, I say good girl.
Yeah, she jumps up and bites into his thigh, and he just kind of reels back in surprise a little bit, but just kind of
Yeah,
shoves
take
her
that.
off. All right, Godric.
Okay, let's go here. Would I have any disadvantage from like the wall or something if I was striking at him from here?
No, that's fine.
Okay, then I'm going to longsword him.
Okay. Uh, 18 hits. So he takes another 9 points of damage. Okay. And it is the thug's turn. So, I think, yeah, this guy is going to, he's got a scimitar that he's going to whip back at you, Godric, for a 10. Take that.
That'll miss.
And he follows up with a dagger attack for a 12.
Also a miss.
Yeah, okay. And this guy is going to come running in. And he's going to attack Sivan. Scimitar for a 13.
Miss.
And a dagger for 14.
Also miss.
Oh, I'm just imagining you like Matrix style in your hood. All right, and
I'm too happy to see my dog. Nothing can
Mhm.
touch me.
Well, I'm gonna test that theory. Because this guy also is coming running in, and you're the closest thing that he sees.
Good thing I gave her that potion.
So
Mm.
a natural 1
That'll miss.
and a 20 finally hits you.
Miss.
For
No, that'll
7
hit.
points of damage.
Okay.
This guy is going to vault over the bar, fall prone. He goes to jump over this, but his foot catches on the bar, and he just falls flat on the floor right here. So 5 takes 15 points, or 15 feet of movement to get back up, but he still has enough movement to get to you.
That's like 15 points of bludgeoning damage. Wow.
It's a really, really high bar.
He landed right on his chin.
He snapped his neck on his way down.
No, but he's going to attack Sepaklu or 22 for 7 points of damage, and a 12 will miss, I assume.
Yeah.
Okay, and is that all of them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Guy in the door here.
Oh, yeah.
Bottom left.
He is going to yeah, I think he's going to vault over the railing here. And
Do it.
also, these would be at advantage. So that's a 21 for another
Yep.
5 points.
Yep.
And 19 for 7 points.
Cool.
Cole, you are up.
Okay. This took a turn. So I will go ahead and move up here. And I will use Mantle of Flame.
Mhm.
So flames start to swirl around me. And then I will twin cast Chromatic Orb at
Mhm.
2nd level on these two guys.
All right.
Nice.
And one of them I think is at disadvantage because he's in melee with me.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
so for the
at advantage because we're flanking, so it cancels out just regular roll.
I think flanking is for melee attacks.
Can I punch him with their Chromatic Orb? No, that's fine. Okay, so disadvantage one first. 14.
Let me just double check that. Flanking.
I think rules as written, flanking isn't a thing. It's just commonly homebrewed in.
It is in the DMG as an optional rule. Yeah, I'm gonna say it's for melee. I think that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, but 14.
So a 14 misses, unfortunately.
Okay, and on the second guy, 7.
A 7.
I'm gonna use my inspiration on that second one.
Okay, go ahead.
13.
13 is also gonna miss.
Okay.
Your orbs of energy just blast past these guys.
And then I'll move there.
Okay.
And that's it.
Supaklu, you're up.
Is drinking a potion a bonus action?
It is.
Cool. I'm gonna do that because I currently have 5 health. How much is it?
2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 2.
Nine.
Nice. 4 and a 3, not bad.
Yes, not bad at all. Okay, and then I'm going to cast Armor of Agathis.
Melee expertise.
Melee expertise. So I'll gain 10 temporary HP.
Yes. Nice.
Cool. That's it.
Okay. Sivan.
I really torn. I'm going to whip out my mace
Mm-hmm.
and swing at this dude.
Okay.
I don't even where +3 to hit. Okay. That's a 12.
12's not gonna hit.
Yeah. But bonus action, Sophie is going to bite that dude again.
Okay, go for it.
6.
6. Yeah, I think that she's having a hard time finding a good angle of attack around Godric.
Poor
So,
pupper.
blame him.
All your
Good
fault,
ankle
Godric.
of attack?
What?
No. I said a good ankle of attack?
Oh. Godric, you're up.
Okay.
Ooh. Yeah.
Yeah, 13 is gonna be a miss. Oh. Actually, I meant to do this before your turn. At the beginning of the round. Wait, no, that's not the beginning of the round. We'll do it after Cole's turn. Remind me after Cole's turn. Lair action. Yes, the a bottle of whiskey flies off of the out from behind the bar. Okay. The bandits are gonna go. Yeah, I think one is going to attack Cole and one is going to attack Sivan. So Cole. An 11 to hit. These guys are pretty
Yeah,
crappy.
that hits.
Oof.
They don't seem
Uh,
crappy to me.
4 points of damage.
Okay, and he takes 3 fire damage.
Oh, right. Mantle of Flame. Yep. Okay.
And that definitely hits.
Okay, so another 4.
And he takes another 3.
Okay. Takes 6 points of damage. And Sivan. That's an 11.
Nope.
And a 7.
Also, nope.
Armor helps you not get hit. Who would have thought?
Amazing. Alright. This guy in the doorway is going to go after Godric some more. A 19.
That'll hit.
So he takes 6 points.
Mm,
And then another 7 points.
I only take 3 and 4.
What's that from?
Heavy armor master.
Oh. I've heard
Unless
that
they're using magic weapons.
they're not. I've heard that feat is pretty OP. I guess we'll find out.
Well, early, yes, it wears down with time.
Yeah. All right.
So 2 18s and a feat.
Yeah.
Gross.
All right, Sapaklu, are you ready? These are all gonna be an advantage.
Great. Love it. Oh, good.
7 points of damage.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you have Armor of Agathis up though.
I do. I do.
So he
Oh
takes.
my god.
Oh man. All right. So what? How many points does he take from the Armor of Agathis?
10.
10.
Yep.
All right.
10 on the first hit, and then another 10 on the second.
Right.
Okay.
Is that 5 on each hit? Or no, second level?
Yeah, second level.
Oh, nice. That's freaking solid.
And so you take 7, 14, 18. 18, so it burns through your temp and another 8 HP. Is that right?
Yeah. I subtracted them separately. Yeah.
That's fine. Okay. Then the other guy is also going to do the same.
Okay.
20 for 7 points.
Mm-hmm.
And oh my word. Another 7.
Okay, I am down.
Okay.
I'm
You
gonna take a nap.
are unconscious. But you just when it seems like he's gonna try to kill you, at the last second, he flips around the pommel and whacks you across the face with that. He appears to not be trying to kill you.
Question.
Yes.
You're half orc, right?
Oh, I am a half orc. You're right. Never
Ah.
mind.
Do you have Relentless Endurance yet?
Yes, I do. Okay, I haven't used it yet, so I go down to 1 instead.
Okay, then he's gonna take his dagger attack at you as well.
Wait, was that not all of them?
Scimitar.
How many attacks do you guys have?
They
Dagger
get
scimitar.
they have 2 attacks each. Oh, you know what? I rolled the scimitar instead of the dagger one. Okay, so ignore this one.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm fine, guys. Don't worry.
Piece of cake.
I'm good.
All right. Cole, it is your turn.
Okay. This isn't looking good. But I also don't want to burn down the spar. Yeah. So, question about spacing. If I move to here, could I hit these two with a cone without hitting Savan?
No. Because it's
Okay.
the width of the cone is the same as the distance away. So I would say you would hit this square, these two squares. It's a 15-foot cone.
Yeah.
Yeah, so these two squares and then like these three.
Okay. Shouldn't have moved closer, but this is way more damaging than my melee, so I'm gonna cast Chromatic Orb, twin cast again at the same two. So disadvantage on both.
All right. Those are not going to hit.
Okay.
You're trying to get a good shot, but they're moving so fast. Just trying to catch up with Savan that you're not able to catch them.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I can do. And at the end of my turn, what happens?
At the end of your turn, there is Godric. You see an armored figure run up behind this guy in the garb of a city guard. And he's going to he's got a big old sword, much like as you move into the wall to flank him. Much reminiscent of Captain Raid. He's got this big old sword. And he's going to make 2 attacks. Maybe. Here we go. And he does 13 points of damage. I did not mean to do. Okay. And another guard comes rushing in from front door. He is going to he's going to make an acrobatics check or athletics check to try to jump this thing. Another natural 1. So much like the thug behind the bar, he goes to leap over this, catches his foot, and lands hard at the bottom here.
Oof.
Yeah, gets up and doesn't really have the movement to do anything. Another guard is going to come in through this door and take 2 attacks at this guy. An 18, so he takes 9 points and then another 7 points of damage.
So, is he technically flanking?
He is
Sepaklu?
Yes, he is. So it's a crit. So it's 18, 25 points of damage. Whew, that hurt. He did not see that coming. Okay. So, Sipaklu, you are up. Barely.
Barely, yeah.
uh, I'm gonna cast Armor of Agathis again,
Okay.
and that's it.
Hey. Sivan.
Okay, so I am going to invoke duplicity and create another Sivan.
Okay.
And actually, hold on, let me read something really quickly. Bonus action. Bonus action, I can move it. Okay. So I am going to put her right there next to Supaklu.
How far can she move? Oh, sorry, the
Um,
duplicate. I thought you meant you were moving Sophie. Nope, got it. Okay.
Nope. The
Uh,
duplicate is there.
Okay. So,
And then Sophie is just going to bite that dude again.
see, I don't think you've seen this yet, Sipaklu. Another version, another copy of Sivan appears next to you.
Checks out.
Yeah, seems legit.
In my current state, I don't think it's really gonna phase me all that much. I'm like sitting here bleeding from wounds.
You're seeing double anyway. So.
Yeah.
Oh, I need to.
Yeah, go ahead and roll your attack for Sophie.
8.
Ugh. Sophie's kind of
Sophie's too sweet.
Yeah, Sophie's kind of barking at the city guard, like, "What's up?" Okay, Godric.
All right, so I'm going to attack this guy with advantage, I guess.
Yep, you are flanking.
Uh-huh. First, I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Divine Favor on myself.
Okay.
So he gives me an extra D4 radiant damage on hits.
Nice.
Be 15 damage.
14 does not hit, unfortunately.
Don't have flanking with this guard.
Oh, yes, sorry. Okay, so yeah, 15 points of damage. Whew. That guy is looking really rough.
Plus
Still
the
up.
D4, right?
Yeah, it's 15 total.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I got a 2 on the D4 and 2 for my fighting style. And then 11 for my
Gotcha.
longsword attack, yeah.
I didn't see it said slash spell.
Okay.
I hate him.
That's
That's it for me.
Okay. The thugs are going to go. Sorry. Just had a brain freeze. Okay. This guy here is going to spin around and looking pretty hurt. Think with the arrival of the guard, this guy is going to disengage and sprint away. So he heads off in this direction. Just gonna move him here for now. He's a little bit further away, technically.
Did he use disengage and a dash action, or just one?
He just disengaged and then used his movement because disengage is a full action.
Okay, cool.
The let's see. This guy down here is kind of like, what the heck? And he's going to take a swing at your duplicate. So remind me how that works?
I think it just goes through. It's an illusion.
Okay.
There's some sort of check to see if he realizes it's real or not, or no?
Invoke duplicity. Okay. Perfect illusion of yourself. For the duration, you can cast spells through it. When you end your illusion or within 5 feet of a creature, you have advantage. Doesn't look like he gets a check.
It is a perfect duplicate, so there you go.
And you haven't taken damage since your duplicate is up, so you don't have to.
I have not.
So you don't have to maintain concentration. Okay. So yeah, he takes one swing with his longsword at the new player. But when it goes through him, he goes, huh, and is going to make his dagger attack at Sepaklu.
When it goes through my duplicate, I'm gonna just blow a raspberry at him.
Nice. Natural 1. He's very distracted by your raspberry. Okay. Actually, that would be with advantage, though. So that's a 23.
10 damage back.
Okay. That guy's going through all kinds of weird stuff right now. All right. The guy behind you, Sepaklu, is going to yeah, these guys seem hesitant to attack the city guards. Like, I don't want to be a cop killer, right?
I'll be fine. I'm a tank.
I'm not worried about that. I don't think these guys were expecting this guard to show up, and so I think yeah, I think this guy's gonna disengage and also run. So he's going to go out this door. Okay. I think I got all the bandits, maybe? No. Did I do the 2 by Cole and Sivan yet?
No.
No.
Nah.
Roll perception for them and see if they notice what's going on with the guards. Nope, not paying attention. So, one's gonna make 2 attacks on Cole, and the other's gonna make 2 attacks on Sivan. So Cole. This is not with advantage, so
I
13.
will cast shield,
Okay.
so that will miss.
And then a 20.
That'll still hit.
So you take
And
4
he'll take
points.
3 points of fire.
Okay. Okay. The other is going to make his attacks at Sivan. A 10
Miss.
and a 24. Got you that time, finally.
Miss. No. Yeah.
5
That'll
points
hit.
of damage.
So what do I have to? I have to roll above a 5 on my concentration check because it's like you have to roll above the damage.
No, it's you have to roll above it. You have to roll at least a 10.
Okay. What's my constitution? I think it's probably really crappy.
Yeah, it's 10 or half the damage, whichever is more.
Okay, gotcha. Oh, my constitution is +1. All right. Don't. Okay, yeah. Oh, dropped it. 15.
Nice. Okay.
Yay.
Your illusion stays up. And okay, Cole, you're up.
So since I'm facing that way, do I see the guards come charging in?
Roll a perception check because you're pretty distracted. Nope. You
Okay.
are not looking.
And I will take my quarterstaff in both hands and swing at the guy who's been attacking me.
Okay. 12 is not gonna hit. He catches it on his scimitar.
Okay.
Okay.
And,
Is that it?
yeah, it relies on hit. Okay, that's it.
Okay. Supaklu.
Are the guards in between us?
Oh, yes. I need to add them to the order. Hang on a second. Okay, so yeah, this guard's gonna, well, let's make an athletics check for him. Guard? Oh yeah, he hops over and dances across the table here and is going to flank this guy and roll with advantage. That's a 21 and a 25 crit. So that guy takes 17 points of damage. And he goes down. Okay, this guy is going to come running in. Let's see if he can get there. Yeah. He runs to here. And yeah, he's going to make his attacks also with advantage. A 12 is not going to do it. Oops, sorry. That was make a second longsword attack. 21 for another 7 points of damage on this guy. Okay. And this guard is going to pick himself up off the. Oh, no, he already went this turn, right? Or was that last turn?
No, he hasn't.
Yeah, he's gonna pick himself.
He ran in and belly flopped.
Yeah, but that was last turn, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so he's going to run around here, flank with Sivan, and 20 and a 16 both hit, so that guy gets 14 points of damage. Okay, I think that's everyone. So, Sabaklu.
All right. Can I cast a spell into the melee? Is that a disadvantage?
Well, the guy in front of you is down.
Yeah, no, I mean into the other melee
Oh,
up north.
no, that is not disadvantage.
Yeah, okay, cool. Eldritch Blast at the guy in the middle of Savan and the guard.
Okay, go for it. Crit.
All right.
Nice.
16 points of damage. Okay. Yeah, anything else?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm gonna take a seat actually here in the corner.
Okay.
Just sort of like slump over on the stool.
Okay.
Ugh.
I'll do you a
Okay.
solid and not count that as prone.
Oh, thanks. Okay, I'll lean up against the table.
Sivan.
So I'll use my bonus action to move my duplicate next to you. And I will have her cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level, because that is all that I have. Anyway, what is that? 2d8, I think? And do these two.
Plus your wisdom, I think.
Plus 2. Can't wait for level 4. Have a plus the modifier, guys. Ooh, that is 8.
8 hit points. All right.
Thanks, Savan.
And that's it. That's all I can do.
All right. Patrick.
Yeah, so I'm gonna run after this guy.
Mm-hmm.
I assume with 30 feet of movement, I'd be able to get like where he
Yeah.
is relatively.
Yeah, you can catch him.
Okay, and I'm going to longsword him,
Okay.
and I'm going to channel divinity to guided strike,
Okay.
so that'd be 17 damage.
The guided strike gives you advantage?
No, it gives me a plus 10, so it's a 21,
well, yeah, okay.
and then the 5 for my fighting style and divine favor.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
So 7, so it would be 19, right? You don't get the
yeah.
the plus 5 for the crit, but you get everything else.
No, I don't get that plus 2 either. That plus 2 is also the crit.
Oh, okay. Got it. Okay. So 17.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, he's down.
Great.
You have successfully stabbed the running
Uh,
guy
he-
in the back.
Is he down or dead?
It's up to you. You can.
I would have been aiming for a kill.
Okay. Then he is dead.
Okay, cool. That's it for me then.
Okay. The bandits are seeing that the tide is turning against them and are not happy about this. So I think this guy is going to disengage and go sprinting out this way. So Godric, you would see him go running. So yeah, he'd be a little bit further there. This guy is also going to break off and head out the door.
Can I do anything to block him since he's moving through me, basically?
Well, he can go diagonally through the square.
Okay.
And yeah, I think that's it.
Okay.
Yeah, Cole, it is your turn.
I will run after them and try to tackle this guy. And try to grapple him there.
Okay, go ahead and make an athletics check.
23.
Noise.
He would have needed a crit to get away, and he does not. So you grab that guy, yeah. Okay, interesting.
And now, seeing that there are guards here, I will release the Mantle of Flame.
Okay.
He still takes 3 fire damage from touching me, though, and then I let it go.
Okay, that does not kill him. Just checking. That would have been bad.
All that to subdue him and your fire skin finishes him off.
Okay. The guard. I think that the guard are going to turn. All 3 of them are going to kind of turn back to you all. And just say, "What happened here?"
Are we out of initiative?
Are you guys gonna continue to pursue, or?
Yeah, I'm gonna kill this other guy too if I can.
Okay.
I'm going to try to hold this guy and keep him alive for the guards.
Okay. So we would still be in initiative then. So Sepaklu, you're up.
I'm good here.
Okay. Sivan.
Okay, I am going to move my duplicate right there, and I am going to cast Spare the Dying on this dude. I can click it in a second, except it's not coming up.
Okay, yeah, we'll say we can do that. So he's unconscious but not dead.
Cool. And I will respond to the guard and say, "We walked in and they just attacked us."
Okay.
And that's it.
All right, Godric.
Yeah, so I'm gonna waltz over here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to longsword this guy. 23, and I'm going to Divine Smite on top of that.
For another
Ooh,
6.
15. 20 damage.
Okay, he's not down yet.
Godric's pissed.
Okay. He is going to I think he's going to dash and try to get away, which means you get an opportunity attack.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah, I figured as much.
Do I also get one? Or are both my arms grappling this guy?
Sure, I'll give you an unarmed strike.
Or one-handed staff?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
21 will hit. So he takes
Another
5
5
points of
damage.
damage. Okay. But now he's gonna get far enough away that to catch up with him, you would have to dash, which means can't hit him.
I could move 30 feet and throw my javelin.
You could. Okay, so we'll get to that. So he dashes away. Yeah, I think the ones at the bottom are gonna get away. Cole. Oh, you know what? The one that you're holding is gonna try to break the grapple.
Okay.
So make an athletics check.
Nice.
Oh.
Killing it.
Tied, so no change.
Yeah,
Condition?
so you would still hold on to him. Okay, but now it is your turn.
Can I, since I have this guy grappled, force him to move with me?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Half your movement speed.
Okay. Then I will start dragging him back into the bar.
Okay.
And I'll yell back to the guards that I saw. These ruffians just jumped in and started stabbing at us. We've got one of them here.
Okay. Okay, yeah, the guard is gonna come over and also grab this guy. And yeah, this guy's gonna go, are there more out there?
One's still running and one of them's dead.
Okay. So I think this guy's gonna step out and see how far away this one's gotten, and just kind of observe for now. Okay. Sparkle.
I think I'm. All right, I'll get up. We'll walk 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hang out here.
Okay.
Actually, we'll 2, 3, 4. 5. There we go. Hang out here,
Okay.
and that's it.
All right. Sivan.
I will say, "Come here, baby. Come here," and bring Sophie to me. Sit down on. I'm gonna sit here next to Allhorn. She's gonna jump up into my lap. I'm just gonna pet her, and I'm gonna check on Allhorn and see if he's all right.
Yeah, he's just been kind of like sitting back on the bench, like, yeah, wide-eyed and staying out of this.
Fair. Can I give Sophie some scritches?
Oh yeah, I'm sure you do. All right, Godric, you wanna make a throw with your javelin.
Yes, can I use my inspiration on this?
Sure.
All right, click that off. And javelin.
23 will hit.
23?
What's that?
23 for
Oh,
13 damage.
Yeah, that hits. That guy. That guy goes down.
Oh, thank God. If he ran away with my +1 javelin in his back, I would have been pissed.
Oh, you threw the +1 javelin at him.
You
Yeah,
threw
I
the
did.
magic javelin at him?
Yep.
Okay.
He's really mad, guys.
There's a flash of light as it catches this guy in the back, and you swear for a second you hear the sound of a griffin's wings flapping as he collapses to the ground.
Righteous.
Okay. And that was a kill shot too, right? You were range technically. You can't just do melee anyway.
Yeah, it's center mass anyway, so.
Okay. So this guy is being dragged back in, and he is going to look at the guard, one of the guards that's helping to drag him, and he's going to say, "You're not going to get anything out of me." And he begins to froth at the mouth and collapses. He is dead. Cool. You now have a dead body in your arms.
I will kind of drop it and step back in shock.
Okay, so I think at this point we can drop out of initiative, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, what would you all like to do?
Well,
Seeing that dude go down, I will come on over to this dude, dispel my duplicate.
Mm-hmm.
It probably goes away soon anyway, in like 30
I
seconds.
imagine like you just walking into it and like it disappearing.
I like it. I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
So I walk into it,
Yeah.
and I will ask the guard, help me look for the cyanide pill. And I will try and find anything that he has on him that could allow him to do the same thing.
Okay. Make an investigation check.
With advantage, because I asked him to help me?
Sure.
Okay. No, not this one. You. Okay. All right. That's cocked.
That means it was
Uh,
a 1.
Wait. Where is it? What's my investigation? It's an 18.
18.
Oh, Oh, that's not even with advantage.
I was gonna say.
Still an 18.
Okay.
I got the same roll.
Yeah, so you kind of look around his hands, his mouth. You find, yeah, it's this guy's got a false tooth, and there is a cyanide pill in there.
I'm gonna rip it out.
Yeah. Okay. So you now have a cyanide pill if you would like to add that to your inventory.
Sure.
Brutal.
Godric, I
Our
assume.
next prank is going to be more extreme.
Godric, I assume you're coming in at this point.
Yeah, I would have walked down the street and ripped my javelin out of his back, wiped it off, and then dragged him over and like just flopped him on top of his buddy's body before coming inside.
Okay. We'll say there's 2 dead bodies here. Actually, I'm gonna put them next to each other. Okay.
What have we found out, everyone?
Well, it seems this one killed himself somehow.
With this, and I hold up the cyanide pill. Or the fake tooth, rather.
Well, turn to the guard beside me, or the 2 beside me. Well, thanks for stepping in there. Don't know. Probably wouldn't have gone well without you.
Sure thing. We heard there was a brawl in progress, and as we were coming down the street, we saw these thugs looked like they were moving in to attack. What started the brawl?
I don't know. We showed up.
And Alhorn kind of speaks up at this point. And he says, yeah, the brawl started and ended before you got here. What they saw, that was just straight old-fashioned ambush.
I'll turn to Alhorn. And what is it that we didn't see?
Well, he kind of looks over at the guard, and he says, he looks back at you, Godric, and he says, "Yeah, I contacted Sivan to tell her I needed to talk to her, and just right then, I don't know, bar fight broke out. Guess somebody was unhappy with their food and punched a waiter, and things just got out of hand."
Sivan sure had us run here in quite a hurry for a minor bar fight.
I heard scuffling. He said, help.
And it kind of
So
like
I
looks sort
ran.
to be just hanging around on food and drinks. Not this well armed.
He shrugs.
Well, let's get some answers. And I'm going to... I'll actually ask the guard, do you have any manacles, a rope or something, so we can tie him up?
Yeah, they go and they get this guy trussed up. Yeah.
Can I roll insight on Alhorn?
Sure.
And there's a pretty abysmal lie out of character.
I mean, it's not far from the truth, actually. I mean, Sivan, all she knows is she heard help, and that was enough for her to be concerned. But yeah, with that insight, it's clear he's holding something back. And he, from the way that
Walk over here and lean in.
yeah, from the way he looked at the guard, it seemed like it was in particular because the guard was there that he's not saying more.
I'll lean in and say, I roused you back up from the brink of death. I swear if you make a fool of me, I'll put you right back there.
Make an intimidation check.
Intimidation check?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he definitely shrinks back, and the guard steps up behind you, puts a hand on your shoulder, and says, "I think there's been enough fighting here today."
Yeah, Godric, play nice. He's a friend.
Of course, officer, I was not intending to push this any further, just to aid in your investigation here. It is quite a puzzling situation, all things considered.
Right. He turns to Alhorn, and he says, "So why were you the only one left in the bar after everyone else was gone?"
He was knocked out. They left him here.
Yeah, and I think Alhorn just kind of, I don't know, I got caught an errant punch in the jaw, and I don't know anything after that.
Does he have any bruising or markings on
Oh yeah, he definitely looks beat up.
his face?
Mm-hmm.
And I'll buy it. I'll buy it.
I think there is someone else we should be asking questions.
Yeah, and so I think the guard says to you, right, we'll take this one in for questioning, and we will settle this. Our apologies for the trouble, and we will deal with this matter appropriately, we assure you.
With all
No.
due respect, I would very much like to know who just tried to kill me.
He says, seems like you were in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Honestly, not so sure. Like, we'll kind of look to the party. Like, should we tell them that we're like? I guess I can't
Godric
what
will
I
just
mean to
say
say,
it.
but he'll kind of look over like, and kind of okay. We were actually asked by Lord Erkarin to investigate the matter of the missing people, and I think we might have stumbled across something, and that's why they wanted to get us here.
You have evidence to back this up?
We have a note from Lord Erkarin, like, proving that's what we're doing. I'm gonna look over to Savan.
Do I have it?
I
I
think
think
Yeah.
I actually
Sure, I
got
pull
it.
it out.
yeah, I think Godric has it actually.
Okay, I'll look
Oh,
over to
yeah, I'll
Godric.
produce it. Yeah, I'm not hiding
Yeah.
anything.
He takes it and he says, "So you think this mess is related to your investigation then?"
I honestly don't know. We've been asking around common folk. If somebody did want to stop that investigation, then this seems like the kind of thing they'd do.
You know,
And
I didn't
considering
think of it, Cole, but the timing is too convenient.
and considering that guy killed himself and said, "You will get nothing out of me," I think that points to something bigger.
Not usually the behavior of a drunkard in a bar fight.
This is a fair point.
Ball side pill and all.
He says, very well. He kind of looks back down at the note. I will take it. I will take Lord Akaran's word for it and leave this gentleman in your capable hands then. And if you feel that he needs to go to jail, then bring your evidence to us and we will deal with it.
Is it not evidence enough that he just tried to kill us?
Well,
Could we not just bring him to you when we are done getting information?
Savon, let's ask him some questions first and see if it's appropriate before we. Again, we have the option according to these guards.
Yeah, sorry. He would have said, when you're done with him, bring him to the garrison.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're right.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you.
Okay, so the guards are going to head off and leave this guy with you.
I will have finished cleaning my sword at this point and immediately begin sharpening it.
Oh, yeah.
My backup sword.
I was going to say, were you taking the... Okay, so you've been fighting with the backup sword.
Yeah. As soon as there was like a mechanical penalty, I knew the sword like was damaged. I stopped using it.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay.
Leave it apart.
So-
I risk breaking my family sword, but
How's this guy? Is he still manacled and tied up?
Yeah,
Does he come sleep
so
those with us?
his ankles are manacled together, and then his wrists are behind his back.
I'll tie
Okay.
him to a chair.
I was
As
going
well.
to try some. I'll
Oh,
lay him on his
by all
back,
means.
put the immovable rod on his chest, and activate it.
Ooh.
So you're just trying to keep him from being able to get up, or are you trying to keep him from being able to breathe?
Trying to keep him from being able to like get up and run away.
Okay. All right. So he is. I mean, he seems to be pinned under it.
Before,
I mean, he
We
couldn't run
talked to
away
this
anyway because
person.
his ankles are tied. Are
yeah,
Never doubt a criminal.
fair enough.
Okay.
that's true. I'm going to go over to Allhorn and say, "You needed to talk to me."
Yeah, I'd say now more than ever.
Well,
Boy. So, what do you know about the Seven?
what do I know about the Seven?
I don't. You and Sepaklu can go ahead and make history checks.
9.
From the boys? What does that mean?
20.
Oh, that's a show, right?
yeah, it's like a world. It's like our world if we had superheroes in it, but they're all like commercialized and like crime fighting's like pre-planned and whatever. The
Netflix series.
Seven are their Justice League. It's an Amazon series.
Okay.
It's really gory, but pretty good.
It's way
I've heard-
darker than you'd expect to. It's really dark.
And what did you get, Sivan?
9.
Yeah, you haven't really heard about this.
From what I understand, it is a number that comes after 6.
Very, very, very good. You're very smart, Sivan. Sepaklu, You've heard whispers around Mindrin, and this kind of makes sense. There are apparently 7 crime lords around Mindrin. Nobody really knows much. You don't know much about them, but you will occasionally hear various miscreants talk about the 7, and it's always in hushed tones and in fear, essentially.
I will say that. There are a bunch of crime lords around the city. No one really knows too much about them.
Alhorn nods, and he says, he kind of looks over at Godric, seeming a little
I'm gonna say what's record a couple of years from now. Just saying, we have a record.
Thank you for the clarification.
Disclaimer.
Intention is a huge part of it. It's intent. Intention is a very big part of copyright infringement.
We can just add
Yeah, I mean, if this is
hashtag
going
ad.
up on YouTube, that would definitely be enough to get us a copyright strike.
No, that'd actually be enough to
Let's be
avoid it. It's an incidental comparison. Doesn't count.
No, I meant like, had you not done that, we probably would have.
Yeah. I'm sorry, he looks at Godric and does
Yeah,
what?
so Alhorn looks at Godric and he I mean, she's clearly intimidated by you, and it's modifying what he says. So he looks back at Sivan and says, yeah, I think that these guys work for one of the 7. I have been talking to people who know the who work for one of the 7 as let's just say these are people who would know about assassins coming to town and kidnapping council members' daughters and things like that. And
Right.
I've been trying to get them to give me information related to said incidents, and they're not very happy about it. And I thought that I should, that I could give that you might have more luck. And apparently when I contacted you, they were ready for it and really jumped me.
I would
So
like it
you
to be...
haven't.
Go ahead.
So you haven't really gotten much information from them yet.
No, I've not.
And you wanted me to get information from them?
I wanted you. Look, there are certain criminal elements in this town that have a vested interest. Well, all of the criminal elements in this town have a vested interest in not having the chaos happen that is currently happening. Some are less willing to do something about it, especially when doing something about it means talking to people who might be working with the town guard.
Right.
So there's there's the whatever's going on between the city guard and the followers of Welena, and then there's behind the scenes there's an equal schism happening between people of lesser repute in the city.
Well, let's see what we can get out of him.
Yeah, okay, that's cool, Patrick. So I think with that, the camera kind of turns and focuses on this guy who's, he's got his arms behind his back, but he's pinned under the immovable rod. And we get the little "to be continued." ... So it looks like next week we get to pick back up with an interrogation again.
Yay!
All right.
Fun times.
I'm gonna really have to think on the morality of this.
I mean,
Like
you
a
did just
chained
kill
and
two people.
helpless, a chained and helpless prisoner is a little bit different than a guy who, one, has a fighting chance, just got him down with rope, and two, just actively tried to kill us.
A chained and helpless murderer.
Yeah,
There
he
you go.
just actively tried to kill us.
Definitely tried to kill us. Of course, I killed two people. I am.
Technically, Sapaklu at least would know that they seemed to be trying to knock him unconscious.
But
Whether
Godric
he
doesn't know that,
shares
and that's
that
the
or
important
not,
thing.
yes, I was going to say, whether he shares that or not is up to him.
If they attacked us with lethal weapons, I wasn't going to, before killing them, ask if they intended to kill us.
Yeah,
that's reasonable.
that's fair.
Right? No, I'm just saying. One of you knows that they're
Oh.
not trying to kill you, and that may or may not
Yeah.
temper how the party handles this guy.
I may be remorseful if I find that out.
Yeah.
That's interesting, though. They weren't willing to kill us, but they killed them.
Maybe they need us.
Dun, dun, dun.
Though, if these guys are that expendable, how much do we really think they're going to know?
Guess we'll
I'll have
find
to get
out
us to the next
week
step.
on Florence
For the record,
Superior.
I highly advocate for waterboarding.
No, we already did this whole "are we going to torture people" thing.
Waterboarding's not torture. Watch the Tim Kennedy videos.
Also,
Okay.
you did the whole "are we gonna torture this person" thing.
That's true.
Yvonne has no qualms.
I said, Tim Kennedy was Army Special Forces, and he has videos of him being waterboarded. And he just holds his arms out in front of him while they do it. It's like if I drop my arms, so I move my arms, stop. And he just sits there and gets waterboarded for an hour. He's like, yeah, it's not real torture. It's the most civilized version.
Yes,
Sounding
civilized
awful
torture.
political.
Okay,
It's
well,
better than
I
the-
think that's a lovely note to end the stream on.
Oh, is our stream
And on
still on?
that bombshell.
Jesus, I thought you ended it already.
So, thanks everyone for watching. Be sure to tune in on Tuesday night for Rise of the Rune Lords. And
And be sure to tune in on Thursday for some waterboarding.
oh, all right. Bye, everyone.